Yo, what's good, guys? Look, man, I had to make this little video real quick. I want to start off by saying thank you guys for supporting me. Well, I've started this channel like a good 5 days ago, not too long ago, like less than a week, and I already got like 40 plus subscribers. And I know that's probably like a small number for most YouTubers, but I don't know. I'm just grateful for that. And honestly, like my girlfriend been paying attention to my subs. I don't really pay attention to the background of my page. But every time somebody subscribes, she runs to me in excitement, like, you got another subscriber, you got another subscriber. So I want to start this video on a positive note and tell you guys thank you for the support. Like, I truly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm definitely new to this YouTube space. So there's still like little things I got to work out, but aside from that, I'm actually enjoying it. And I'm just trying my best to give you guys the real deal, real scoop on situations and what's going on in the DeFi space. I think a lot more people need to come out and just be brave enough to just turn the mic on, even if you don't want to put a camera on. Just turn on a mic and record something because you might have a perspective that you can share. Because there's a lot of risky plays taking place in the DeFi space that the way to combat it is for us to actually document it and share our stories. So this is why this channel exists. I'm just sharing my stories and giving you guys an honest perspective scoop on these DeFi plays so we could learn how to navigate this risky spot, all right? So, yeah, I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want to tell you guys thank you for actually supporting me and giving me a chance, all right? All right. All right, cool. Now that we got that out the way, I want to start off by announcing the truth about these miners. And guys, you might not like it, but I just have to be very realistic. And I think this video is more geared to people who are new to the space and they're now discovering that these miners are booming. And they thinking, hey, you know what, man, these miners are making money. People are making 10% a day, 8% a day. So let me jump into this thing. Why not? Worst case scenario, I could navigate somehow to make my money back. Guys, these are high risk plays. When I say it's high risk plays, it's not just because you're throwing your funds into where you cannot take out your initial capital. It's a high risk play because like some of these miners are not built to sustain. They're not built in a way that you're gonna win. And I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anybody who is an initial investor in a miner, they're the true winners. It's the first person or whoever had first dibs. In some cases, it's the devs. And sometimes you might be investing in a miner that the dev plan on failing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so check this out. Let's put your mind in the body of a dove, right? You create a miner. You're able to get first as you jump into this miner, right? You are already violating a code right there, but you jump into the miner as an investor, right? The miner does numbers, right? Even if the miner is not a successful miner, if it eventually goes down, you as a person who got that early start, you're gonna have so much capital coming in from everybody who comes behind you that it's gonna come to a point that there's gonna be an influx of people that's left at the end. They all are gonna be the losers. They're all gonna be the one that's basically fattening the pocket of the people that got in first. And this goes for most of the miners, if not all of the miners. In order for a miner to not have that element or to at least decrease that element, a miner would have to literally be constructed in a very genuine, honest way that everybody is made to actually win. And as far as I know, from what I've seen, there's only one miner right now that actually has things in place that it's possible that this miner might be able to go on and on forever. Like, or for a long time at least, right? If you want to be realistic, there's only one miner that I've seen is completely genuine and they put everything in order. Most of these miners that I've seen, they are high risk and a lot of people is going to lose. So, all right, now we got that out the way, right? So I created a list. This is like the top red flags. If these miners have these red flags, I'm gonna pull it up because I'll put it in my notepad. All right, boom. All right, guys. If these miners have these 6 red flags, this is not financial advice, but I would advise that you do not go into the miner. It's going to be, in the big picture, a loss. You're going to lose. Well, a lot of people's going to lose in these miners when they have these red flags. The first red flag is high referral bonuses. This is how the referral bonuses are being worked. You have large YouTube influencers, right? They know better. They've been navigating these DeFi spaces for a long time. They know that as far as potential goes, that these miners don't have the long term potential. However, what you're going to see is going to be a big YouTuber, and then you're going to see his screen, and he's going to have like 80 BNB, right? And you know one BNB is $400, right? So he has 80 BNB, and he's going to do a rebake. He's going to recompound that 80 BNB, right, guys? And then he's going to say, you guys can make this money too, right? The truth is, he knows that you cannot make this money too. He knows that it has an expiration date. The reason why these YouTubers are promoting these miners for the most part is because it's for the referral bonuses. Unlike you, who's just a regular Joe Schmo, you may not have a YouTube channel up, you may not have a large influence, right? So his experiences and your experiences is going to be two worlds apart. His experiences is he's going to push this out. People's going to see the high numbers. They're going to FOMO in. You know, basically those videos are FOMO-based videos, the fear of missing out. There's somebody who just made a video and he's cashing out 80 BNB, and that's his payday. How much is 80 BNB? 80 times $400. Oh, snap. So this could be me, and this is where they catch you. That's the bait, because a lot of these YouTubers are making a lot of income from referrals. So, and I'm not saying that they only taking advantage of referrals exclusively, right? But you have to think about this. When everybody is experiencing that these miners are going down and the TVL is going down in price value, and then even though it said it's up to 8%, you're only experiencing 3%. So the calculations are way off, right? When you guys are asking these questions in the Telegram, it's because, right, you guys are asking that question because you're not experiencing what he's experiencing. But the YouTuber, this is what his experience is like. You signed up, use his referral code. That guy is making, you know, and we could pick up a random one. Let's pick up this one right here, because this is the ringleader right here, right? I'm about to sign in, so bear with me. What this guy will be experiencing is this on the bottom where it says, earn 12% of BNB used to bake beans from anyone who uses your referral link. Not only is he making 12% from you using his referral link, every time you compound, he's going to make 12% from your compounds as well. So if he makes a video and his video gets 1,000 likes, 1,000 views, and let's say half of those people, 500 people use that referral link, he's making 12% from the random amount of money that each individual is putting in. So this is why referral links is a big red flag when it comes to jumping to these projects, because it literally incentivizes people to not be honest. Like, why would they be honest and mess up their referrals? They have to tell you to 6-1. They have to tell you to do, you know what I'm saying, to be a good player in the game, because it actually fattens their pockets. And when when what you're receiving is slowing down, right? For them, it's not slowing down so dramatically. They're experiencing a slowdown, but their slowdown still look like 10 BNB a day. You know what I'm saying? When the project slows down, they still cashing out 20 BNB a day. So it's a conflict of interest, guys. So the number one red flag with these miners are high referral bonuses. Number two red flag is if the dev team leaves the project talking about they're going to pay for ad campaigns, that is a red flag. That means the project is not good enough to advertise itself. There is no longer word of mouth. People are not promoting the project. Or there might be a potential flaw that people are pointing out, that the project cannot live with this being public knowledge. So they're going to tell the community, guys, hold on, keep doing 6-1, because we're about to do a major ad campaign. Once you start, like, if you hear or you read in a Telegram that it says, stay tuned, keep doing 6-1, ignore that your percentage gains is decreasing, right? Ignore that. Because we are working on a major ad campaign from our budget that literally translate into the project is a sinking ship. Okay, guys? Like, take it from me. I've been in these telegrams. Like, I'm being very genuine with you guys. And mind you, I am invested in a lot of these projects that are doing this right now. and I'm taking the L. I'm taking the L. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, but I'm gonna share it with you. All right. Now, number three. Well, actually, number three ties into number one. And number three red flag is where the referrals are compound. So that ties into number one, but just keep that in mind. Compound referrals is deadly. It's literally a person getting free money because people use his link. Every time you do 6-1, every time you compound, all those 6 days, that's also going to him. So this incentivizes him to cash out. Like, because he could see the charts too. He sees that it's going down. So it's like, this is a perfect time to take profit. Number four, if it has a flawed tokenomics, something that's obviously just not functioning the way that they say it's supposed to function, and the minute that you ask or you inquire about anything that seems suspicious, it's categorized as FUD in a Telegram. What you're going to find is if you go on a Telegram and you see there's a lot of people who are blocked, they're probably blocked for good reasons, guys. When I say good reasons, not blocked because they're just assholes and they're just jumping in talking about randomness. When you see a person that's blocked in a Telegram, that should be considered the ultimate FUD. That means somebody said something that they couldn't combat, they couldn't debate it. Because if you check this out. If somebody jump into a project and they're misguided about something, right? They're missing information. And they're trying to voice their concerns on the Telegram. If it's truly a misunderstanding, it is nothing for the dev to simply say, no, man, this is the correction. I see why you may view it this way. Let me help guide you in the right way so that way you don't have the wrong impression about this project. So when your devs are talking about everything is FUD and you're seeing like 6 people just got banned from the Telegram, that is a major red flag. Everything is not FUD. Sometimes the concerns are genuine, okay? Next, number 5. If the dev team disappears with unanswered questions, for example, they put something out. Hey guys, we're about to do this, right? They don't give you the details of when, X, Y, and Z. All you know is an event takes place within their protocol and they are nowhere to be found. If your devs are doing disappearing acts, and then we have to wait till like 4 or 5 days for the dev to finally come out and address something, that is a major, major red flag. Listen, the DeFi space is high risk, guys. It's definitely a high risk thing. And though, and look, I love DeFi. Don't get it twisted. I like DeFi more than I like centralized trading. I'd rather live in the high risk place. It's just that I need to learn how to navigate these waters, right? Because when you master the DeFi waters, you literally have a money tree at that point, if you could learn it. But guys, most of us are going to lose money in the DeFi space. So this is going to take time, But it's very important that you don't have a naive outlook on the DeFi space. Honestly, if you do the ratio to the amount of projects that are failures or that rug pull that have corrupt devs, you are better off having a perspective that allows you to weed out most projects. All right. And that's why I'm making this video, because I want to share with you guys like how to save money by not jumping into fugazi protocols that are not honest and do not have the best interest of people in mind. Okay. So I know that's long-winded, but I'm trying to drive this point home, guys. If you go on a Telegram and everything, all you see is, FUD, 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 what they're calling FUD may not be FUD, and you might want to go and read what that person is saying. Not saying that it's always true, but read what they're saying. And hey, if you're able to question them, man. Like, why are you saying that? What makes you say that, Hey, I would even go the extra mile to DM them, ask them if you can have a private conversation with them to ask them why they said that. Because this is real life money. Like, guys, I know once you put the income into the blockchain, it looks like numbers on the screen, right? But this is still real life money. So let this be part of your due diligence. Number 6. Number 6, guys. The most fought miner is baked beans. If a project comes out and they do not innovate outside of what baked beans is already doing, and guys, we see that baked beans is coming down, right? If they're not innovating outside of what baked beans has already done, that is a red flag. And when I say innovate, I'm not talking about having a percentage earning difference. It doesn't matter whether the protocol is 11%, whether the protocol is 13% daily. That's not an innovation, guys. When I say innovation, I'm talking about actual additional code, things that help people do the 6-1 strategy. Where the way the BUSD crop farmer, it's like if you do not do 5-day compounds consecutively, you will get taxed 60% for trying to cash out early, right? So I'm talking about things like that, of that nature. Okay, so those are the red flags that I've noticed. And now that I just put that out there, let's go to Moon Arc. Let's go to Moon Arc. I'm gonna do this off the head. In fact, I'm going to let you know what a red flag is off of just the one page. I'm not even gonna go to the white paper. What I will do is I'm gonna go on their websites. We're gonna read what their tokenomics is on that page then and there. And I'm gonna let you know if that's a red flag or not, all right, guys? Based on what I've seen. All right, now, and I'm only gonna cover projects that cross the $1 million mark, okay? Only projects that cross the $1 million mark, all right? All right, guys, let's start off. Number one on top, this is Baked Beans. Let's go to Baked Beans website, right? I think I already got it pinned. I'm gonna go to Baked Beans website. Guys, if you made it up to this part of the video, I would really appreciate any likes, any subscription. That would be very, very helpful for me, all right? Thank you. All right, guys, we're on the Baked Beans website. Baked Beans, the most successful miner yet, right? So this is the Michael Jordan right now of miners, right? But it's going down, so whatever. Look at the tokenomics. It's the daily return is 8%. So your compound, you have the potential to earn up to 8%, right? You could ignore the APR because the 8% kind of ties into the APR, all right? The dev fee is 3%, right? The percentage that you will earn is 12%. Based off of the referral code alone, you should automatically disqualify this project. Based off of that alone, because what we've seen played out on Baked Beans is that the people with the highest referral earnings are doing the most cashing out, and they playing a major role on the market actually dumping, all right? I know there's some whales, there's some responsible whales, there's some good whales out there, but there's also some people, listen, man, like, you're not sitting next to these guys 24/7 to know what they're actually doing, man, all right? So with that being said, this 12% referral is a major red flag. That means that the project is going to die because of this alone. Because of this alone, all right? Secondly, they do not enforce the 6-1 strategy on the front end. So that means there is nothing stopping people from testing the waters to see what would happen if I did not abide by the 6-1 strategy. But if you go on a Telegram, they will let you know that your earnings would drop majorly, right? But that's not enough. That's not enough, man. Telling people that is not enough. And then when you're adding the fact that people are still earning those referral bonuses, that's not going to stop them, man. So they do not enforce the 6-1 strategy on the front end. Let's go back to Moon Arc. What's the next one, guys? Let's go to boom. Oh, this one dropped, but I was going to go to Ruby Mine. But let's go to Ruby Mine, even though it dropped below the $1 million mark, right? And look, this thing was well over 1 million, guys. There's a reason why they're going down, all right? So with this one, let's look at the tokenomics. It's called statistics here. Up to 8%, just like roast beef. The deposit fee is 8%. That's a bit much. But I'm not going to say that that's the red flag, but that's a bit much, okay? It could be considered a red flag if you want to dig deep into the layers. But I don't consider that the red flag. But here's a red flag. You will earn 12% AVAX used to mine Ruby from anyone who uses your referral link. Guys, same thing I just covered with the Baked Beans. Major red flag. If you're new, you have not invested into a miner, and they have high referral fees, from my experience in the past month, from what I've seen, the referral fees is guaranteed to kill the contract, especially if the referral fees have the compound referral feature in it. So, and I'm invested in Ruby Mine, guys, but I'm just going to be honest with you guys. Like, there's a bigger picture, and I'm tired of people taking losses. So, personally, I would not invest in Ruby Mine now. Let's go to the next thing. Let's go to roast beef. Roast beef has been going down. I'm going to tell you why roast beef is going down. Mind you, guys, like, You know what? I'm gonna tell you the story right now. Roast beef banned me, and they banned me because I'm just too honest. Roast beef the other day, they took out 850 BNB. It came from the dev wallet, guys. This project, if you go to here, this project, roast beef, is 12 days old. So it's not even 2 weeks yet. It's a 12-day-old project. Once people started aping into roast beef, and they came out with the beef swap, look, they came with a negative reputation because they was the first one to offer the 10% daily return, which is kind of suspicious. It's like, okay, you're just trying to get people from the baked beans to jump into your project. And it started to work, right? They come out with beef swap. When they came out with beef swap, you're thinking very positive of the project. The same day that they came out with the beef swap, the devs took out 840 something BNB. That's like, they did the math in the Telegram. That's like 400K. That night, everybody was asking questions about what was going on. Why did you guys take out such a large amount? They was given unclear answers. And then they was given cookie cutter answer talking about they took out that $400,000 to invest into marketing. Guys, that's highly suspicious. Number one, it's supposed to be locked, right? So they're not supposed to have access to the TVL. That's number one, right? But let's say that they do not have access to the TVL. The fact that they were able to take out such a large amount tells me that the development team are investors in their own project. And guys, that's a big deal. A dev is not supposed to be an investor in his own project. That's a big red flag. You may not think, you might wonder why. Why would I say a dev investing in his own project? Why is that a red flag? That's a black flag because it's a conflict of interest. Remember what I told you guys with the miners that there's a first few handful of people that get in first and they get such a large piece of the pie that everybody who comes in after them is basically feeding that large piece of the pie. This is basically that reenacted. So it's one or two things, and they both are technically black flags. It's either the dev has access to the TVL and the TVL is not locked and they can access those funds. Every penny that me and you put into this protocol could be accessed. Or number two, the dev is an investor in his own project, which is a conflict of interest that works against everybody else who invests in the project. So I regret jumping into roast beef, and they blocked me because of that. They never gave a good answer, and because there is no good answer you could give. You know, everybody was asking them about it. They took forever. They said, just wait, the dev is going to come in the Telegram. We waited for hours in the Telegram. The dev never appeared in the Telegram. And everybody who, I guess, who are admins, they just started talking about it's for marketing. For marketing, guys, this is why this thing was going down. This thing was about to cross 11K in BNB. It's at 7,000 for a good reason. Listen, not financial advice, but I would stay away from this project. This is a scam. I call this a scam. Until they clarify it to me, this is a scam. Next project, let's go. Let's go to CZ Kitchen. CZ Kitchen. CZ Kitchen, let's look at their tokenomics. Up to 8% daily return, right? They have a treasury. That's pretty cool. The treasury thing is pretty cool because at least it's in effect. So they have a treasury system where it goes, it gets put back into the contract balance. So that's pretty cool. It works just like the what the roast beef had going on their end. But guys, look at this. You will earn 12.5% BNB from deposit by anyone who uses your referral link. Guys, I just told you, red flag, guys. And honestly, I know that referral thing, it worked because they allow people to create their YouTube channels to promote the project, but it's a double-edged sword. And this is basically selfishness from the dev because the dev is going to make profit regardless. But there's going to be a lot of people. There's going to be more people losing money than people making money. And because of that, because the ratio is like that more people are going to lose money than people are going to make money. This is why people use that terminology that it's a Ponzi, right? All crypto is Ponzi. Every investment asset is technically a Ponzi. But some Ponzis are better than other Ponzi, right? If at least we could say 80% of people is going to profit and there's a small margin of people who's going to lose, then that's, it's still a Ponzi, but it's a positive one, right? It did more good than bad. These high referrals are going to do more bad than good. I need you guys to understand that. So 12%, that is way too high. That's going to incentivize large YouTube channels to not give you the honest opinion. And what they're going to tell you is that it has potential. And if you want to use my referral link at the end of this video, is in the description below. And you can go ahead and use a referral link because it's all psychology. You're looking at a big YouTuber, you thinking that if I use his referral link, he might do something where he might airdrop us something. You might, all types of thoughts. There's something about when somebody have a big platform, we just trust the person, you know. And I'm not saying that, I'm not throwing no jabs at any YouTubers. I'm just breaking down how we think, you know. If you go back to roast beef, the referral link is 13%. That's even higher than that. So that lets you know that this project do not plan for the long term. All right. Let's go back to Moon Arc, guys. Guys, if you made it this far, thank you for watching. This is very important. Guys, I'm going to go to Popcorn Chicken. Listen, Popcorn Cash. Popcorn Cash actually DM me, you know, and I respect that, guys. You know, that's positive. If you look right here in Moon Arc, Popcorn Cash is actually green. So it's been green. It's been, whatever they're doing is working. It's been green. Let's go on their website, though. Just because it's green don't mean nothing, guys. You know what I mean? So look, the daily return is 11%, up to 11%. The dev fee, 3%, pretty low. That's pretty cool, you know. You earn 13% on the BNB used to pop popcorn from anyone who uses your referral link. Guys, that you already know, red flag. Don't got to be the dead horse. Also, all the projects that we just covered, they do not enforce the 6-1 rule on the front end. It's not enforced. It's recommended. So you will never get to gauge how it's really affecting. It's not going to stop people from dumping on you, okay? All right, boom. And there's many more, guys. There's many more that's the same setup. This is why these miners really are, this is not the move. Let's go to Grinch Bucks. Grinch Bucks. I'm invested in Grinch Bucks. I jumped in because I'm a big supporter of the drip community. You know, like I really love the drip community personally. So that's biased why I jumped in. However, I'm gonna be honest. They did not innovate. There's nothing in the code that's different. If you go to look on the right side of the screen, I'll zoom in for you guys. The APR, look, daily earning up to 8%, dev fee 3%. All right. And that's basically it. There's no innovation. They did not change anything. This is basically a direct fork of baked beans. You know, so no, I wouldn't jump into it. All right. All right. Now, you guys might be asking, might be thinking, if all these things are considered red flags, what is a good one? What's a good project that I should consider jumping into? Guys, not financial advice. They're all a high risk plays at the end of the day. But I'm going to click on a project that take a much more honest approach. This is called the BUSD Crop Farmer. Look right here, 6%+6%. They crossed the $1 million mark, guys. They crossed the $1 million mark, right? And they're green. Let's go on their website. This is the BUSD. So with this one, they're using a stable coin. Okay, I'm just putting that out there. They're using a stable coin that's pegged to $1, so you don't have to worry about price fluctuation. Okay, look at their tokenomics, guys. 8% up to 8% daily, just like most of the other ones, right? Referral bonus 8%, non-compound, guys. This has the lowest referral bonus, right? And even when the referral bonus is applied, it doesn't compound for every time somebody compounds. So it's not incentivizing big YouTubers to jump and talk about this project. This project is being talked about because it's word of mouth and people see something honest about this one right here. 5% development and marketing. Okay, the development and marketing is a little bit high. That's fine, because if they actually are using it for development and marketing, then that's cool. That's just going to bring more attention to the protocol. And notice something here. They say the word development. At least they're being honest, right? If they got to buy office space, they got to expand the physical aspect of their business, at least we know it's there. We're not being lied to, right? This one has a 12-hour compound timer. Let me show you what that looks like. If you scroll to the bottom here, right? I'm going to zoom in, guys. Let me zoom in so you guys can see this. For some reason, my OBS doesn't have my cursor. I gotta fix the OBS. I told you I'm new to this. Bear with me. On the bottom, you see where it reads time until next higher bonus is active. And for me, in this case, I have 7 hours and 32 minutes. That's what that is referring to, okay? So you don't just keep compounding. You only can compound basically twice a day. You only can compound twice a day, guys, all right? So you can't keep compounding. So that means people with larger wallets can't just keep compounding. But on the flip side, since you can't keep compounding, here's what they do to make their way of doing it better, right? So every time you compound, you get a 2.5% daily bonus. They word it as daily higher bonus, right? So let's scroll back down. Though, guys, look at the same area that I had zoomed in onto, right? So if you notice above it, it's in gray. It says hire more farmers, and it says plus 10%. I had to work my way up for it to being plus 10%. It wasn't originally that. So when that 7 hour and 31 minutes come up, I'm gonna have the option to hire more farmers, right? And when I hire more farmers in this protocol, I'm gonna get a 10% boost on the interest that I made alone, not my total account, but the interest as in my daily estimate that says $23. I'm gonna get a 10% boost on top of that. So you see how that works? It keeps people in an honest place. We don't have to find loopholes to make money where we're screwing other people over. All we gotta do is follow the rules, and everybody's gonna make money with this one. Now, the most important thing that makes this completely different and better than all the miners, and I repeat, this is the best miner so far, is because, do you see where it says harvest crop? Right now it's that rainbow color, right? 60% tax if I try to harvest right now. That means I have to, if you look right above it, it says compound count 4 times, right? You have to compound a minimum of 5 times for you to not get taxed 60%. But they still recommend the 6-1 rule, right? So you could do the 6-1 rule and just grow your bag that way. But if you try to deviate away from the 6-1 rule and you try to harvest crops, you're gonna get taxed at 60%. So, and that's on the front end. So guess what that is doing? It's making people say, I'm not gonna lose 60% of my earnings. No, I'm gonna hold on to it. So with all these mechanisms in place, you have 60% taxed, low referral bonuses. So there's no real incentive for me to dump it. It's better off that I use my referrals and I throw it into the market so I could play the honest game, right? And there is no referral bonus compound. When you add these right there, now everybody, the best way to make money, or the only way to make money and get ahead, is to follow the rules in an honest fashion. And this is why BUSD Crop Farmer is #1. Even though it's still high risk because you have to lock your funds up like everything else, right? This is the passive income space. What makes it high risk is what makes these passive income space the best place to be in DeFi. So, and that comes with the cost of, if you put $100 today, you cannot take $100 out today. You only could take out what you earned. But it makes the market sustainable. It makes the market sustainable. Now let's go back to Moonarch. This project, the BUSD Crops Farmer, has been green ever since it came out. This project is 10 days old. It's always been green. Not huge jumps. It might be little jumps. It might be 6% plus. But look, it's been green and it crossed the $1 million mark. All right. If we go to BSC scan and we go to the analytics and we go to the transactions, is it transactions? Wait, analytics. I always trip up at this part. If you go to transactions, you would see the direction of this market is steadily going up. There's more income coming in than income coming out. And when it's time for income to come out, people are still incentivized to keep the income in, right? For me, this is what I'm going to do with this project. Since I can compound, not only compound, since I get a bonus on my compounds with this project, what I'm going to be doing is, Yo, guys, sorry about that, man. It was my business. It was calling, so I had to answer that phone. But all right, now back to programming, right? Yeah, basically, you can boost up to 25% max, and then you can keep compounding with the added 25%. So now it incentivizes you to not necessarily harvest on the day that you're able to harvest. You know, you don't have to do the 6-1 rule. You can do like a 31 rule if you want to, a 31-1 rule if you want to, and it's still gonna benefit you. So that's why I really like this. It has something for the honest player, and it's dope, bro. It's a really good. If you look at the community, very chill, very laid back, and they don't only have this. They have multiple. They got the B&B Crops Farmer. Tomorrow is gonna launch. And then they also have if I go over here, on the AVAX blockchain, they have the USDC crops farmer. And I plan on investing in all of them. I'm going to once I get the BUSD to pay out like $1,000 a day, I'm going to take that. I'm going to throw that over here, do the same thing. Same thing for the BNB. Personally, not financial advice, guys. So hopefully this video was informative, man. Like, guys, if you're new to this and you're just jumping into this type of DeFi space and you're hearing a lot about the miners, I just want you guys to understand that these miners, they come with risk. And honestly, man, the biggest risk is the development team, man. Like, these guys, they're smart enough to make code, but they're not smart enough to protect people's assets. They're able to take out $400,000 from the TVL. I don't care if you are an investor or if you was able to access that TVL. That's corruption, man. And I wish more people would come out and speak against this stuff, because this is messed up, And but out of 80% of projects that's going to be a lost, there's still a good 20% of projects that reign supreme. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're in the space, because the 20% is worth finding. Because once you find that 20%, you will make up for all your losses. And scared money don't make money. You guys already heard that phrase. You guys are entrepreneurs. You guys are business minded. You guys know the value of passive income. This is why you out here taking these risks, right? So scared money don't make money. We just gotta learn to write down our set of rules on if this is good to jump into, if this is not good to jump into. And that's all I got for you guys. And that's it. Hit the like, subscribe, and peace out, guys.